Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm Absurdum. We're going to play some more Stoneshard with the one-handed Mace Geoleo build. And we're back here in Bren, because we just have to try to sell some things. I have too much stuff. We need to get rid of some of it. So I kind of went through, already bought a bunch of fodder just so we can be good there. But we're going to try to sell pretty much anything we can. Just to try to recover any inventory space. Oh, he's already out of money. We picked up some pretty expensive books. In fact, we have some pretty expensive things overall. We just need to try to make room for. I did buy some food, so that's one of the things that we actually. It was one of the things that kind of pushed me into my final like deciding factor. Should I come back here and even do any of these, or should I just deal with it and make room? It's like, well, I do kind of need food, so yeah, probably should. Let's see what. My immunity is climbing back up there. Let's see. It's just not very often I can make this, so we'll pick up that guy. Anything that's like really great that would be good to take with me. I mean, this lasts 3 days. We can make it last 6 days. That wouldn't be the end of the world. Go down, ceiling efficiency. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Max health, crit efficiency. Some of these guys can do a lot of good things for you. Like 6 weapon damage for 1600 turns. It's pretty solid. You just have to get a Guardian. That's the problem with making it yourself. Ugh. Buying it, you know, is expensive. I don't think you really need it. Fruit soup. Sure, who doesn't love fruit soup? There we go. Actually, I do want to sell you some things because you typically have some money on you, especially after I buy food from you. So buy the salt, perfect. Buy this guy, perfect. He's going to run out of money very quickly, though, because I have some very expensive things. Let's see. Sure, buy anything you can. You got 77 gold. I don't think it's going to get you much at this point. There, Moonstone, perfect. We also have a lot of coins to turn in. There's a cat screaming in the background. Ooh, crawler's nest. Thank you. I'm gonna buy a lot of meat. And I already forgot what I was saying. Doesn't have any large meat for us to buy. That's kind of disappointing. I have lots of salt, so we'll just buy that. I have a bunch of ancient coins to turn in, which is, whatever. Healing stuff. Yeah, plenty of these. I don't really want them. I mean, they're okay. They just put you to sleep for a while, which isn't really the end of the world, I suppose. Could use some more of these guys. We're good on leeches. We're good on bandages. We don't really have any splints. Okay, we'll pick up some splints. Got these guys, perfect. Those guys, perfect. Okay. Couple of you. It doesn't really matter what the price is. I'm pretty freaking rich. I don't care about these upgrades. I could get them, but I don't really care. So we'll pass on them. Is a fruit lady there? But I don't think I want to pick up fruit for anything. Anything interesting? Bandit then. Oh, I guess I haven't been asking these people. They're giving me all kinds of rumors. Cool stuff. I'll pass on all of it though. Enchantment scrolls are pricey. Alright. Well, let's head to the bank. Turn in our coins. Then, of course, we'll go to the jeweler. See what we can sell. We're not going to be able to sell everything by any means. Alright. Another 2,000 some coins. Do you have any money? He does not. I didn't think so. So I'm going to say basically go to whoever can and will buy anything, and we'll just go with it. I don't really have anything to buy from these people other than just supplies. Fancy meals, maybe. But there's no gear or weapons I really need. Which is nice to be in a spot where I don't really need things, but also kind of sucks because, well, what am I going to spend my money on? Everything is tier 5. Tier 5. So I don't really need anything. So it just stinks because I have a lot of money and nowhere to go shopping. It's one of the more
issues with... You can't afford that? Oh my god. Oh, the issues with this game. You can't afford that guy either. So you kind of get to a point where you don't really need money anymore. There's nothing you're going to do with it. So it's kind of like, do I even collect it? And the answer is not really. Yeah, we didn't even come close to making a dent in that. I might even just sell it to the general traders in the markets, even though their prices kind of suck. Simply because anything's something. And I don't want to make a big stay out of this. I really just want to come here, free up some space, grab some supplies, and then we'll go out and keep hunting. Anything interesting? Nope, he says no. So with that in mind, what will you buy? You'll buy this. You won't buy that. You're already out of money. What did I sell that to you for? My lord. I'll buy that. Thank you. And I didn't check, but he must have bought that for a lot of money. 105, 105. What are you doing here? Every time I look, another one of those guys shows up. I'm not really sure what happened. They keep showing up. Okay, anything I can sell that's that cheap? No, not even that. Sure. You want some wine? Nope, you don't afford that either. My god. But yeah, we're just rolling in money. So here's the cape upgrade, right? We lose more counter. We lose some crit, which I've said before. We would get more resistances, which is very meaningful in light armor. And damage taken means more in light armor than it does in heavy armor too, since it goes at the end of the armor. Skill cost, I don't think that's that big of a deal. This is much more defensive, where the cape I'm wearing is much more offensive. But you know what? I think I'll do it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that cape now, but I guess that's my problem, not theirs. Nice stagger. I don't really like that guy. What do you do? Situational morale? Nobody cares about that. All my homies hate situational morale. I'll sell you those. I'll sell you one of those. And then you're out. I'm going to come down here and talk to this guy, though, because he's got plenty of fish, and I have things I want to salt. I don't know if I'll have enough salt, but pick those up. And then, hopefully, the meal situation's handled. No matter what happens, we've got meats. I can eat fancy foods of a variety of things. I couldn't buy any big meat from anybody. It's kind of disappointing. That would have actually been quite nice. You buy that. You buy that. Never mind, you're out of money. My god. Okay. But even though this is still very expensive stuff, I have room for things again. And because I feel like gambling, let's buy some. You have one enchantment scroll? You can't even go gambling. Well, I'll see if I can find some. Let's check out this guy. Just in case. Oh, you know what? That's something I can do. And I did mention doing it. Let's see if he's got any cave leads. Caves. I don't have anything for you. Perfect, thanks. That's a thing. I don't want any of them. I clicked the wrong button. Anything for sale? No. No. Not at all, really. He does have a lot of money. I could sell things to him. Because, I mean, I really am at the point that I don't care who I sell it to. I don't care the price I'm getting. Just please take it. And since he's not going to give me good money for any of these things. Oh, hello. I can just do this. But those are my crowns. You can't have them. That's just how rich we've become. I got 21 grand on me. Excuse me, sir. Let's see if he has anything for me. He does have salt. I thought he would. He does have big meats. Excellent. Sir,
Please give me your big meats. Don't ask questions. Could get butter. For extra hunger resistance, we could get these. These are kind of my favorite. Big fan of that. I don't think I want any of these recipes. So let's stop by one more time at the main merchant guy in the Elven district area. See what we can sell to him. And then I think it's that. Alright, let's see here. Any rumors? No. Okay. He did have enchanted scrolls, so actually I do want to talk to you. They were expensive, but I'm past the point of caring. You know, I'll take the identification one too. We're gonna go live a little. Good sir. You like emeralds and stuff. He sure does. I like that. He likes them. So that kind of works out for all of us. There, you can afford this plate. Perfect. I'm gonna make one more stop, and then we're gonna leave. Alright, here's our guy. And the reason we're stopping, other than the fact that he has more fodder, is I, once again, have a boatload of money. I might as well buy this upgrade. It's expensive. You can usually find it cheaper somewhere else, but who cares? I'm just gonna throw it in here because that's where I have room for it. Here, do you want this stuff? Take it. I don't care. Whoever wants it at this point can have it. Alright, so where are we gonna go? Let's check the map. Last I looked before starting this episode, some of these places have respawned. This one had respawned because it was miasma, and this one was Reverie, and it still is. So these places up here have respawned. This place has respawned. This place has not. Once this does, then I think we're back down to these guys here. So we went from here to here, if I remember correctly. So that's kind of where we are. The second that we can get back to tier 5 stuff, I want to, because that's where it's going to be good for us. But we could come here to this guy. This is... I'm trying to remember. Is this the cultist? Yeah, this is the cultist, and this is the graveyard. So we could do either one. And there's a chance we find something decent. But maybe not really. Did he do this one more recently? Crap, it's all fading together. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, no, I double checked. We did do these a while ago. So we'll probably pop back up here. Then maybe knock these guys out. It should be pretty good. So let's talk more rock. Let's get up there. Alright, well, here we are. It's nice. I did have everything set up with the caravan and stuff. It looked pretty good. Got lots of food, lots of supplies, lots of everything we should need to be well on our way. Did get some nice buffs too, because why not? I have so much money. I literally ran out of bags to put it all in. It's like literally overflowing. So I'm just like, yeah, you want to train me for $300? But please just take it. Nice counter. That crossbow guy. Way more than I want this other dude. Perfect. You, sir. Come back here. Alright, well, these people are falling apart. So that's great. I did bring my relic, so that does nothing to me. I don't like that because you're going to eat him, but maybe we can just... Actually, if I put this there, you might not be able to eat it. Or you just die. It doesn't matter. That could also happen, I suppose. Dude. You can't eat skeletons because they don't really have any flesh. You don't have to worry about that. Check my back off. And let's see if we can get somebody else to step on that for me. It's a net. Ah. Okay. What? Oh, he probably can't put it here because it's already occupied with something, so it just goes off. If there's already like a sigil or something you're standing on, they try to cast one, it will just go to like the next best spot. And I guess they can't put them on traps. I never knew that. Just counter. 2 counters on him. 2 out of 3 attacks on him were counters. I don't know if anyone's still doubting how great counters are, but if you are, then pay real close attention to just how often I do it. It's the reason why I try to call them out. Sometimes I think it clicking so fast, it's not always easy to tell if I'm getting a counter or not. But I do quite a bit. There was a counter there. What you doing, guy? He's gonna forget. Here we are. Hello. Tricked him. It's the thing about being a skeleton. You have no brain. You just forget that easy. Which is why sometimes I wonder if I'm a skeleton. He came back to life, but I don't care. We'll deal with him later. Alright. Get over here. Try to clear the place. Oh, there's a level. Before all my buffs are out, we can... Actually, I honestly don't even really care about these things. There might be a tier 4 something in one of these chests. But pretty much, there's only one place I care about. And that's the boss chest. Or a secret room, if there is one. Go and pump that guy up. And then, I think we're going full into athletics. And this is an exciting one, because we can get Adrenaline Rush, which I don't really need for pain so much. At least not here, because I have this relic. But everything else it does is really nice. Peak performance, I think, is also really great. I do like sprint training, but if all you have is dash, then I don't think it's really worth it. But peak performance is weapon damage, dodge chance, and cooldowns. Your energy is above 50, which ours usually is. Very, very nice. But for now, we'll take Adrenaline Rush. There'll be times I want this. This is a defensive ability, but it's also kind of an offensive ability too. So it's kind of a nice little bit of everything. We'll put it down here. We'll use it when, I don't know, but at some point. Let's go ahead. We'll dash right here. Let's get elusive. And let's scream. We got 6 stacks of Adrenaline Rush. So you can see there, that's 18% crit, 60% pain resistance, 18% less damage taken, and our injury restoration and ability costs just through the roof. So that's quite a bit. Everything else, we have a counter of 52. Okay, accuracy of 90. Yeah, like better. Crit chance 37. Counter's high, and what's our dodge? Our dodge is probably pretty stupid high. 60%. Okay, kind of thought it would be a little bit higher, but that's right. Damage taken down to 70%, so not bad. Would like to see some more countering, but our dodge is there at least. There's a counter crit. There's another counter. There's another crit. Counter. That was a crit and counter. He took that for me. He said, "Get down, Mr. President." A good shield. Another counter kill. And killed him with a counter. So yeah, I mean, counter's pretty solid. It's a steal. Question is really, where am I going? Oh, there's people down here. What a dick. Nice counter and then stun. Oh yeah. Bro just got revived. And then killed again. I hope it hurt. I hope you feel it each time. bled trying to run away. Didn't see that at first, and I thought it was a villager. I got really confused. Then I did like a double take, and I was like, oh wait, no, it's just a ghoul. Once again, he was trying to run. Ripped his arm right off. There we go. Suck it. Only one level away. That's kind of cool. Anything in here? Nah. We're in fumble. Okay. Kind of wonder if I should have gone with the other one, but that's all right. Son of a gun. Alright, well, there's nothing over there, and that's a trust room, so we're just gonna ignore it and keep going. Get ready to dash this guy. He's gonna do stuff to me I don't want. Like that. Okay, easy peasy. Nothing up there, nothing up there, nothing down there. Okay, those are all chest rooms. So now we know the boss room is this way. With the stinky boy. I'm gonna keep that as is. I just don't want him shooting arrows at me for free. Drop your weapon. There we go. Nice. Those are both counters. Very good stuff. We're doing a lot of counters. It's a lot of extra damage. Who's your boss? This is the boss room. Where is he? Oh, I didn't bring any because I put it in the soup. Oh, damn. Alright, let's eat the soup then, I guess. I think that's the boss down there, if I had to guess. Either way, I guess it's coming. No, maybe. Yeah, that's Archer. There he is. That's a stinky boy there. I'm gonna up people's fumbles, get some extra dodge in there, get a little bit of seal on me. So the way Adrenaline Rush works, we get a bunch of energy back, which is nice. Decreased pain for using it. 3 damage taken, as you can see, for each one. 6 up to 6, which will get you max health if your health is low, which of course it's not. But it says that the bottom grants an extra stack up to 6 for each enemy within vision. Adjacent enemies count are twice the duration, reduced pain and blah blah blah. So it's best to use it when you're next to somebody. I want you dead. He's gonna do that. So let's. He dropped his weapon, which is kind of what I really care about. Everybody else I'll probably just counter until they're dead. Like this guy. I'm killing this guy. I haven't even attacked him, just countering him. And then he actually killed him, which was very kind of him, really. Great teamwork there, friend. Don't think I could have done it without you. But that's kind of a nasty boss. Flanged mace. How you looking? How you looking? You don't need much. You need a fair amount. Right when they're just beating on my hands. Well, what are you gonna do? And my feet, apparently. Jeez. Alright, fair enough. Well, let's see. Hello. Jousting armor. It's tier 4. It's heavy, so it's not for us. But it is nice armor. It's a nice set. You get all the jousting stuff. You can get down to like a... Let's see. There's a helmet. There's a shield. There's a cape. There's armor. I think there's boots. I don't know if there's jousting gloves, but that's 25% right there. I want to say you can get a fair amount of damage decrease. There are weapons that will decrease damage you take by like 3 points. There's a shield that will do it too. I think that's another 5. There's a couple rings and stuff. So you can get your just damage taken down pretty far. The funeral mask, if those not interested or not aware of it, what it does is it basically gets you from dying once per day. If you were to die, it replenishes 20% of your max health and energy, and 35% energy. You can wear it. It actually looks kind of cool. You don't have to wear it though for it to work. You can just have it in your inventory. Or you can wear it, because it's pretty cool. And I don't want that cape. In fact, I don't even want that picture. Just being kind of honest. Damn it, I'm still thirsty. What kind of moron forgets to bring the water? This kind. Apparently that's not going to stop me from being optimistic. So it's my understanding now that unless somebody has gotten revived, we have done a full clear. So let's just quickly check. These little ones outside in the hallways probably won't have anything, but these big ones could. I don't need jewels. I don't need money. If they have a really cool, unique item in it, I'll take it. But if it's just gold and jewels and things like that, he says just gold and jewels, then we'll leave it be. And I'm not smashing these pots. The pots can have some cool, decent things in them, but they're not going to have anything purple. I've never seen that happen. Jewels, money, sure, but never like an item, like an artifact. So we'll make sure we're not missing a secret room or something. I know we just had one, but it's possible that we could find another. I did one time, I think, find 2 secret rooms in one playthrough, which rarely happens to people. In fact, I think it's happened to me more than once, but I also have a lot of time in this game, so most playthroughs, I don't find any. Enchantment scroll. I do have those ones back in campus. But some playthroughs, I find one, and none's in a bloom, and I'll find more than one. And usually you can get some nice stuff in them, but typically I don't find anything that I'm actually going to use or could use for my build. You know, that's just how RNG goes. I was offered early access to a video game today that I didn't have a whole lot of time to look at it because I was at work, because I have a job, and it said it was like Jagged Alliance and XCOM, but without the RNG. I was kind of like, okay. So no missing people at point blank and stuff. I'm not sure how it's determining all that stuff then. Like I said, I didn't get to really look at it. But you have my attention. You know, I have played a lot of XCOM 1 and 2. Even a bit of the originals on streams and stuff. I have a very, in my opinion, wonderful XCOM Legend Iron Man playthrough, which I think is great, and even a montage of all the people I died, which I also think is great. For a long time was like my largest viewed video on this channel, just because it was like a fun 10 minutes or whatever it was. Just watching me cry as people died, people I loved died, and like me coming back thinking that, okay, I'm back on my feet again, and then more people just died. It was a good time. But anyways, I I've played a lot of XCOM. I do enjoy the genre. I am relatively well versed in it. So it wouldn't be outside my scope to play a game like that at all. And now I feel like I need to stop and look to see what the name of the game was to do it justice, because it is coming out soon. And obviously the reason why the developers are offering me early access to it is to showcase and tell people about it, which I'm happy to do. Happy to do for any game, really. Especially ones that look like they're going to be good. And this one did. So, less talk, more rock. Let me go look at it. Figures. Okay, I'm going to head back and I'm going to look up the name of that game. Okay, so the name of the game is Warhounds. Like I said, I was offered basically an opportunity to play at the closed test. And don't be too impressed. It's something that you can also request if you go to their Steam page. But yeah, it looks like a pretty decent game if you're interested in XCOM-like games. I want to see if there's something a little bit different. It does look like it's a good mixture of XCOM 2 and it's that other game whose name I can't remember now that everyone knows because I'm an idiot and I know it. Come on, they were like saying it all over the place. And now what I'm looking for, I can't find it. Oh my god. Jagged Alliance. Anyways, I thought of it on my own. Jagged Alliance. It does look like a decent mix of it. If you're interested in those kind of games, check it out. You can go to their Steam page and request access to it. It's just like it ends on the 29th, so it's about a week left of it. So go check it out. I recommend it. But anyways, back to this game. Let's check out some of these scrolls. I forgot that I bought them. What do I want to? Well, we don't have anything on here. Health. Yeah, sure. It's decent. Crushing resistance. Terrible. Natural resistance. Still pretty bad. Health restorations. That's okay. I don't have anything on this belt. 3 energy. Alright, fair enough. Energy restoration. Health. You. Get rid of the energy restoration. For more health. Okay, well, we're stacking health, I guess. Not bad. It's perfectly fine. And I did move up here to this next place, so I'm going to jump inside of it, and we'll see what we find there. Okay, let's see what kind of trouble we can find. I do have my buffs. I do have my vigor. I do have my stuff. So we should be pretty solid. Let's see what this guy wants to do to us. He's going to charge. Knock him into that wall, man. There we go. I didn't use this. Kind of wish I would have. That's okay. What a stench. I'm going to move over here because I don't want that guy spitting at me the whole time. And that's something I'm kind of concerned about. Alright, well, he's going to do it anyways, I suppose. Let's go ahead and... Very nice. You gotta be almost dead. Okay. Let's just kill you. So you're probably almost dead too. Once again, I think we're gonna cut through most of these people like butter. A lot of these guys are not a real concern to me. Very nice. That disenchantment. But you know what? Sometimes it feels nice just to walk through and demolish everybody. See casually what kind of loot you can get. And because these are tier 4s, it's a big part of the reason why. Like, you know what? We'll just knock out 2 real quick. It'll be a bit of a longer episode. Man. That's okay, though. You guys deserve it. You guys deserve a long episode. I know some people get really excited for it. There's probably people that are like, I don't have time to watch this. There are people that I think, at least they come by and say they do. They really like the extra content, so... When I have a little bit more time, I'm happy to do that. Right there, man. Look at all those traps in that spot. They thought they were going to get me. Not this time. And in here, I'm not scared of anything. Except the fact that I stood on that. Me too. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Stop. Okay. Well, we got him to stop. Got more friends. We got more friends. Beat that up. Take that. Stand there. Plus some skulls. Plus some more skulls. Do some first aid. Let him take this. I mean, why not? He ain't hurting anybody. Now look at that. He's stunned. These things are great. Just for melee, just defensively. They can block paths. They can tank for you. Why not? Let them. Why fight fights you don't want to fight? Just put up a stone. Good shot, man. Just netted her friend, which I think is hilarious. I do like that they can net each other and you can miss and net the wrong things. I think that's really awesome. For a brief moment, there was a patch that came out and made it so, like, basically anytime you shot or threw anything, and of course I was doing a range playthrough, it would immediately, it was miscalculating the maths to see whether or not something was in the way. So it was basically impossible to hit what you were trying to hit, whether it was an arrow or a net or something. So enemies were just netting everything. It was kind of funny. But I was missing everything, which was less fun. Typically, you shoot the person right in front of you anyways, like the closest person. So I wasn't missing a whole lot. That's why at first I was like, I don't know if this is off or I'm just really unlucky. But then the enemies started hitting each other with everything, and I was like, okay, something's not right here, because they're constantly just netting the person in front of them. And then I went to the Discord, and the Discord said, yeah, other people were having the same problem. Counter. He's stunned. So it took him like a day or two, I think, to put out the patch. Just like a hot fix. It was still funny. Uh-oh, you're stunned. 99 crit. Let's go. Friend died for nothing. Even more repair materials that I don't need. Ugh. It's unlocked. Surprise, surprise. Crit. Not on the enemy that's about to kill you. Always on the door. Objects must have like a negative crit chance to them or something. Like you can have crit avoidance. They must have a negative crit avoidance, because I feel like I'm critting them all the time. There's definitely a summoning room nearby because you can hear it. Don't worry, I brought the stew. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do, but it worked out. My idea was to keep them from getting there. Could counter one of those. What are you gonna do up there? Oh, so late to do that now. Gross. Gross. Spitting on his friend. And then he tanked it for me a little bit. He blocked it a little bit. I mean, that guy was doing some real work. And I won't listen to anybody saying otherwise. You never convince me. Where are they? Must be up there, because they're close. Impressive. Let's get back in there. I like this spot. I want in it. What do you want? Get over here. Yeah, they're in there. These can be tough rooms to clear, especially in a tier 5. So you'll typically run into some pretty nasty enemies, and like that's a double doorway, so that sucks. But because we have the power of geomancy, among other things, you don't have to worry about that. So go ahead. Hello. Yeah, not even really that bad. Let's go ahead. This will be nice. The 2 close ones should come, or at least that guy will, and this will help break them up a bit so they're not all rushing me. And you're still in there. 1 down. Or some of them in there if we can. Now we're not getting mobbed. At least not yet. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Charge it. Quite the opposite. Get your counter on. Doesn't work. I'm too reflective, baby. I'm like a mirror. Won't work on me. We're at the point with these dungeons that we can just throw ourselves right into the danger if we want sometimes. So why not? Let's flex a little. Because we're in this hybrid-ish build. I don't feel like I'm as strong as a melee fighter as we could be. Which is kind of disappointing. It does offer us a lot more protections. I think this is, in a lot of ways, a lot safer. As I've said before. It's definitely different. It's going to charge next turn. So we'll have our guard up for it. And this guy's gonna want some because that's just what he does. See? Very annoying. But he also dies. Yeah, that's one of the things he does. So it's okay. Well, no boss room down here, so you know which way it is. What a stench. I just love it when they say things like these little comments that they've added for like different fights. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But now that I like actually see them all the time, this is actually the greatest thing ever. Disgusting. I don't know how. I think I just dodged that tongue attack when it was wrapped all the way around me. I think that's hilarious. Just gonna go with it. I was smart enough to bring water this time, so let's drink it. Yeah, I don't want those things. Could you imagine what this room must smell like? The door was shut, and there's just like 10 rotting bodies. And not even like freshly dead. These things have been here. They're underground. 2 floors. And yet, flies found them. I mean, that's how bad it is. I tell myself, yeah, I could be this RPG character. This is pretty cool. Yeah, it'd be awesome. But I think beyond anything else, other than the fact that I'm not physically in shape to do any of this, beyond that, beyond like my emotional tenacity, like the stench, and I don't even really smell things that well. And I've smelled a lot of death. So it's not something I'm not super used to either. This seems like it'd be overwhelming. I don't care how much death you've smelled in your life. It seems like it'd be pretty awful. I'm just saying. You're done. I hate you. You're done. Yeah. Did you not see what happened to your sister? It's gonna happen. Where's your boss? Well, they're not in here because that's a closed door. We can unclose the door. Oh, yes. Wonderful. Less wonderful. Very nice. Okay. Don't really want these items. I just want that door open. That's what I really wanted. Just in case I want to kind of bite boss into there. You never know what kind of boss you might find. Yeah. Looks like there's another room over there if we need it. Brother, I'm not standing on your circle. Get out of here. Like, that's not happening. Get over. Hey, Rosie, calm down. You're not in my lap right now. You're trying so hard to be such a good cat. Right. You can sit in my lap until you mess up. Alright, well that didn't take very long. What are you doing? You gonna try again? Okay. You gotta sit in my lap. Good girl. No. Do not touch the microphone. I must rub my face on something. Just immediately starts rubbing into anything she can find. I respect that kind of attitude, you know? What do we have down there? Boss room is very clearly up there. Oh, awesome. They don't splash on other people. Okay, you gotta leave the microphone alone. You're not leaving it alone. We had one term and condition here. No. She's just touching my, like, arm, so I don't think it's anything you guys can necessarily hear, but she's also pushing it, like, away from my face. It's not really something I was hoping for. Also, I just don't want cats thinking they can headbutt the hell out of my microphone. Alright. Hey, it's you. Perfect. Perfect. Now you can't see me from there. Push him there. Even better. See, I'd like to have something behind him. But we're hitting him pretty hard, so we're gonna be okay. Yeah, I think we're alright. Oopsie. Friend is dead. This will push them all right here. Did you? You're dead too. Traps. Perfect. What do we get? Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna be a guy. I'm gonna leave it there for the next one. Next person comes through, it can be theirs. It's just money. I don't need it. A little disappointing. But you know what? That's how it goes. Sometimes the treasure's just money. Sometimes the treasure's the caravan followers you made along the way. Not usually. I'm not really sure I like any. Maybe the Huntress is a decent person. Like, I don't like Leaf. He's just... I don't know. He's okay, I guess. I guess they're fine. Whatever. Who am I to judge fictional characters that don't even exist? Oops, wrong way. I think we're done. Oh, nope. Here we are. See, I think we're done here, but maybe not. Let's do a full clear just in case. Loot rate. Kind of. It's a tier 4, yeah, but hell, an injury restoration. Sure. I'm not going to get super excited about it, but there was a chance it's cursed. I could have just threw it on my arm finger and see if it sizzled and let me take it off. If it didn't sizzle and would let me take it off, and therefore it wouldn't have been cursed. I wouldn't have to identify it first to check. That is one way to check. But if it is cursed, you can't end up taking it off. You don't know now what it's cursed with and how that might affect you until you identify it. If you have a disenchantment scroll and you're really concerned about it, you can disenchant it, take it off, but it's not really ideal either. So, you know. 12. Should have one that's 12 or 12. What's the belt? The belt's fine. Listen to the belt. Oh, wow, those are tier 5 boots. I'm pretty sure. Maybe they're not, but I was pretty sure. You know what? Let's test my knowledge. No, they're tier 4. Okay, what? I was gonna say I was really impressed that they're just kind of jade chilling in a tier 4 dungeon, but you know, that makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Gotcha. Sometimes it's nice to have Onslaught to push him back, because then you get 2 attacks. Sometimes it's nice to just hit him against a wall, because then you daze and or stun them. I mean, headgear's doing okay. Disenchantment. You can go screw yourself, disenchantment scroll. I don't like you at all. And I think there's just a couple things up here to check. Check you, or did not. Okay. And that one I did apparently. Alright. Let's jet. Okay, well I'm back at camp. I dropped everything off and I was taking a look and this guy didn't reset yet. He's still at Reveille, which is what he was before. However, this guy is also at Reveille, but he was not before. He was hefty stockpiles. So I think that means that this just reset to the same thing it was. Pretty sure that's what that means. This guy's saying miasma, which I'm pretty sure he wasn't before. So these two have both reset. That is definitely something. I wouldn't be surprised. This one was Blood Hex before, if I remember correctly. So he has not reset yet, which means these caves have not reset yet. But we can get through another tier of these things. We're going to be level 30 before we know it. These places will definitely do it. But next episode, we'll pop up these guys. We'll probably do another round of this, the tier 5 dungeons. We'll do these caves again real quick, and then maybe we'll try our luck at this guy down here and see. And that might be the wrapping up the series. But for now, here we are, enjoying ourselves, having the time of our lives. So I want to thank everyone for coming by and being a part of this. A special thank you, of course, to my channel members, whose list I definitely did not forget to pull up and have ready. We have Trouble, Ozak, Confined Poet, Alec, Tango X-Ray Niner, Red the Reckless, Lavender S, James O, Rabel, Cheap Dates, Esben B, Blast X, Jack SMD, Nubs Plays, To Fear the Reaper, Mr. Jesus, Conjax, Mr. Allo's Hot, Seb, I don't know why I almost screwed this up, Sebi B, What's His Face, Grafrosta Maniac, Weru, Ben L, Adam S, Bombed Beer GM, Magnus the Pious, Blake T, Nix, Kirk M, Philomac, Austin R, Sega Only Me, Kardak, Luke M, Siegfried, and Alex S. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It means the world to me, even if you're just coming by, hanging out with me, having a good time, leaving comments, telling me what you think. I really appreciate it. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.